Good day and welcome to SCO BRICS Insight, where we bring you the latest news, information, and analysis of what is going on in the world of the Shanghai Cooperation and the BRICS. Today, I'd like to focus on Kyrgyzstan. Now, Kyrgyzstan is a landlocked former Soviet republic in Central Asia. It's a member of the Eurasian Economic Union, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and it borders Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and China. Now, the reason that the Republic of Kyrgyzstan has hit the headlines is they recently adopted a law requiring the activities of foreign representatives, including non-government organizations and other public organizations, like the Soros Open Society Foundation, etc., and making their activities more transparent and public. This is very similar to a law that the Russians passed back in 2011, which led to the Soros Open Society Foundation and the other US-funded NGOs withdrawing from the country. Not very happily, I can attest, as they protested that this was anti-democratic, as though only America can provide guidance on democracy. Yes, I laughed at that one too. So, the law has passed its first reading and it's got a lot of discussion. Now, it come to the attention of Antony Blinken. Yes, that Antony Blinken, the man who's clocked up so many air miles between Europe, Ukraine, the Middle East, etc. And he's written a rather stern letter to the president of Tajikistan, Sadir Japarov, complaining that he felt, and his department felt, that this was not a path that the government of Kyrgyzstan should follow. And he's warned that that certain political and humanitarian support from Washington would be cut off if they tightened restrictions on foreign NGOs, and they wanted a reduction in investment by US companies, etc., then that was likely to follow also. Now, it's pretty obvious to anybody who's followed the politics of Central Asia and West Asia over the years that these NGOs and foundations like the Open Society Foundation are nothing more than fronts for regime change. And we have to focus on Kyrgyzstan because it's not a stranger to this situation. In 2005, 2010, and in 2020, regime change occurred, and the governments were overthrown, prime ministers were imprisoned, etc. So I can see exactly where Sadir Japarov is coming from and why he basically is looking to protect the interests of his country from external influences. Now, it's not that just the US that is looking to extend influence, but they are the main one that want to exert influence when they are so far away. I mean, let's be honest. China borders Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, so it's a close neighbor. They are both members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It's a former Soviet republic, so it has a very strong relationship with Russia and a strong trading relationship with Russia. So the influence of those are much more benign as opposed to the malign influence of the United States. Now, the United States obviously feels a sense of entitlement because between 2001 and 2014, agreement with Russia and when the Afghan war broke out with the Americans and its NATO allies going into Afghanistan, the Kyrgyz government allowed the setting up of a major air base and military base in the capital, Bishkek. and that functioned for about 13 years. So the US felt that they had a sense of entitlement, if you like, for a presence in the country and a level of influence over the government. However, Turkey also feels a level of influence there, as the Kyrgyzstan is a member of the Organization of Turkish States. So they are obviously, along with Russia and China and the US, looking to have a level of influence in what is going on there. So it's quite a power play that's going on in that particular region, and we'll have to see how that kind of develops. Now, a few years ago, the Hizmet movement of Fethullah Gulen, who was behind a major coup a few years ago in Turkey, held a strong presence in the Kyrgyzstan, but they were then kind of moved on, and a bit like what the Kyrgyz are attempting to do with the NGOs and the other public organizations like the Soros Foundation, etc. So the reaction from within the country seems to be positive. I mean, the people, I think, are enjoying a level of stability that they haven't had for some time, and they are looking at it in a pragmatic sense, as in I don't think they particularly want the outside interference, particularly when they see that those countries that are working with the country are working with it in a positive sense when gaining influence, countries like China and the relationship with Russia. Now, a major portion of the economy of Kyrgyzstan comes from remittances, as there are substantial numbers of workers from the country that work in Russia and send back their salaries, or a portion of their salaries, to support their families due to the fact that there are high levels of unemployment, or there are greater employment opportunities in Russia. So the influence of Russia is much more positive in the benefits that it actually brings to the country. Chinese investment into roads, dams, and the new railway that's coming across from Mongolia and will cross through into Kazakhstan will also boost the trade and the development of the country. So the benefits from being part of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization are much more obvious and much more beneficial than some empty promises that they may get from Americans on what they will offer. So we'll do, there's much more detail on this particular subject on our website, which is SCO BRICS Insight .com, where I look at much more depth about this whole situation and how it will possibly develop. So if you've enjoyed this video and want to delve into it deeper, do go on to the website to have a look at what we've got and how we do things. If you've enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe, and visit as often, as we will be doing updates on a regular basis. And please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.